Greetings, fam. What's up? This is Kenny with Tarot. Say what with I think unboxing. I got this box while I was away, and it's from Simon and Schuster. So unless they're sending me a book deal, which would be great, then I think I'm doing an unboxing. I think this is a deck. So let's get into it, my friends. I'm not sure what it is, but we will see when we get into it. Okay. So this is interesting. Let's see, what is this? Is this something I published? Ryland and Peters, free and review. Maybe. Let's see what this deck is. I don't recall. This might be a deck that they sent me and asked me to review, or if I was interested in reviewing. New title on sale, 6/13. So maybe I missed it when they sent it. Hopefully I didn't, but we'll see. When did this get to me? Anyway, my friends, hey, let's get into this deck. First of all, I actually want to see when this deck came out. This is the Magical Self-Care Tarot, which I think is a great topic, right, for any tarot deck, and for us to be engaged in. So before I'll go ahead and dig into it, but then we'll take a moment to see just a little bit about when this deck came out and who the author of the deck is. So this is the Magical Self-Care Tarot. Can you check that out? Look at that, the Magical Self-Care Tarot by Leah Vanderveldt, illustrated by Emma Taylor. Let's see, Magical Self-Care Tarot brings together I can't speak today. Powerful personal development techniques with the time-honored wisdom of tarot. This box contains 78 specially commissioned cards and a 64-page booklet which explains how to use the cards in their meanings. Lisa Vanderveldt uses an innovative approach to uncover how the cards can go beyond predicting a likely outcome based on current energy. Each unique card holds understanding, solution, and healing tools for the mind, body, and spirit, offering something constructive and helpful to focus on. Right up my alley. Let's see. Whether you're looking for direction, support, and a way to deepen your self-care practice and add a little more magic to it, this deck can help. Leah Vanderveldt is a tarot reader and breathwork guide who aims to help others connect to their magic. Leah is also the author of Magical Self-Care for Every Day, published by CICO Books, who also published this deck. She lives in New Orleans, in the U.S., with her husband and 2 daughters. Find her on Instagram at leah.vanderveldt, Vanderveldt. And then the illustrator, Emma Taylor, is a freelancer and designer based in Hudson Valley, New York. And you can go to her website at emmataylorartist.com. So this is the deck. I just want to just go ahead and check one moment to see when did this deck come out and what is the name of the deck? It's called Magical Self-Care Tarot. I'm sorry, y'all. I just want to just check and see, get some more information on this. Yeah, this deck just came out, I believe. Yes, Magical Self-Care Tarot. Let's see. Let's get more information on this deck. Okay. Yes, this deck is available. It's out there in purchase. It looks like it came out, I don't know, maybe in March. No, that's I'm looking at Leah's the book, but where's the Self-Care Tarot? I think I clicked the wrong link. Yes, this came out June 13th, so like 10 days ago. You know, I definitely been doing my traveling. So here I am, and here's the deck. So we're going to get into it today. So here we go. So this is the Magical Self-Care Tarot. You can see that on the front. Love these colors. Check that out. Check the sides. We're going to get into this, my friends. Love these colors. Look at that. Nice soft colors. Let's look at the guidebook before we jump into it. And so Magical Self-Care Tarot, uncover the practical healing tools of the cards, mind, body, and spirit. And you can see, my friends, here's the guidebook. Let's see some of the things. So I'm looking here at the Wheel of Fortune. It gives you the astrological association. It gives you the upright meaning, the reverse meaning, and also self-care and some key words, cycles for the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it looks like a very good guidebook. It's in colors, so check that out. My skin looks oily, my friends. Why am I looking so oily? Anyway, looks pretty good, my friends. Just kind of going through this. So we're going to go ahead and do some flip throughs. There's some full moon spreads in here, a clarity spread, a new moon spread, a reparenting spread, an inspired action spread, simple check and spread, mind, body, spirit spread. The mind, body, spirit spread is a 3-card spread. What does my body need right now? What does my mind need right now? And what does my spirit need right now? So we'll keep that in mind, my friend. There's some information on reversals and how to use the deck. So let's get into this. Okay. Ta-da. Got rid of that. Okay. Yeah. Card stock, somewhat thin. It has a glare on it, which is probably going to make it a little bit difficult for me to photograph, but we'll work through all those issues, and we'll see what the deck is. Some of the cards are sticking together. I'm not a fan of that. This is one of those decks you can see that it's probably going to be very careful in terms of how you shuffle a deck like this. Yeah, I'm looking at some of these illustrations, my friends, and some of these folks, are looking, I would like to say looking melanated, but I just think that it just represents, Elva. So yeah, there's some melanated folks in here. So I'm really excited about it. Let's get into this, my friends. Okay. Here's the back of the deck. See that? You can see that the glossy effect, which I'm never a fan of, but we'll see. And look at the back of it. Looks like you see a hand that's open. You see the sun coming through clouds. You see a finger pointing at stars and the moon. Check that out. Looks like a path, mountains. Which card does that remind you of, my friends? What does that remind you of when you have this path, right? I wonder what you all think it means. We'll talk about it. When we come to the card, I'll show it to you. Keep that in mind. So let's look at the card. You'll see that there's the astrological associations that you can find on the card. You see that moon coming across here with the Fool, getting ready to jump, trusting that intuition as they, just knowing that things are going to work out, that new journey. The Magician. Check that out. The High Priestess. Look at this book of knowledge there, right? Check that out, the High Priestess. And we have the Empress. I'm not going to rush through this, my friends. Sometimes I find myself going through it too quickly. Here's what I like. Look at this Emperor. I'm loving this Emperor. Check that out. Check that out. There's feminine qualities that come across. I was doing an interpretation of this card in another deck, and I really talked about, even the fact that, this Emperor provides structure and pillars, or that it still provides that strong foundation, right? To give us the rules and the authority. I like that. Okay. So here's the Hierophant, and you can definitely see, look at this teacher. Look at the teacher. Again, this teacher is not being represented by someone that looks overly masculine, or they just are I love it. I love it. I love it. And then also could ask yourself, in terms of which role, who's the teacher in this situation, right? Check out the Lovers. Come on. I'm loving that. Check that out. The Gemini. Got that Chariot. Check that out. The colors look somewhat faded in the deck, and that could be intentional. We don't get too caught up in that. Here's this. The Hermit, one of my favorites. See the lines in the drawing? It kind of gives you this old effect, but I wonder what this would look like if it wasn't a glossy deck. The Wheel of Fortune. Very straightforward card. I could see myself really, utilizing this one a lot for some of my readings because it's just straightforward. The Hanged One. We have Death. Check that out. Those butterflies, that transition, transformation. You see the grave. You see these mushrooms. Look at that. Temperance. Temperance is really giving me Eva Longoria. What do y'all think? The Devil. I like this realistic version of the Tower. Most of us may not live in a castle, but I used to have a house rather, in Florida that had this type of effect on it. And so, it's still accessible. It's not like, this has to be some medieval type thing. Look at the Star. I'm liking how the colors just go to this grayish blue tint to it. I'm liking that. The Moon. And let me just say, when I photograph these, because I always photograph the ones I use and make uh, uh, images of for my different posts, it's gonna give you some problems doing that, but we're gonna work ourselves through that. Okay, we have the sun, we have judgment, check that out, and we have the world. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so my friends, this is something that's gonna be really interesting. So this on a major arcana, you can see that we have the astrological association, we have the card meaning, we have the images, and now looking at the minors, and let's see. Oh, I see something else that's gonna be different. Cool. We're gonna come back and talk about some of the other things that we see here that are different in this deck. So this is a pip style deck. So we'll just kind of work our way through them, but we'll spend some time looking at some of the unique features of that. Look at that. So we have the Ace of Wands, inspiration. So you see there's a meaning at the bottom of the card. Two of Wands, initiation. The Three of Wands, development. The Four of Wands, celebration. Great key word, my friends. Five of Wands, striving. Six of Wands, success. Seven of Wands, force. Eight of Wands, momentum. Nine of Wands, tenacity. And the Ten of Wands, overwhelm. So again, my friends, if this is what's coming up in the cards and you're pulling it, you can see these meanings. It might be an indication that something is afoot and you might want to pay attention to. I like this. And so here we have the cards, and instead of just doing like a page, a knight, a queen, and a king, we have a seeker. We have the apprentice. We have the witch. And we have the sage. Wow, this is an interesting stage. It's like contemplating and looking out, and I like this thoughtfulness that the sage has, rather. Let's go into the pentacles. So let me break these up. They're sticking together, which again, I'm not a fan of that. Ace of Pentacles, possibilities. I am a promise. I am a possibility. Anyway, the Two of Pentacles, adaptability. The Three of Pentacles, collaboration. Let's break these up. The Four of Pentacles, security. The Five of Pentacles, worry. The Six of Pentacles, generosity. The Seven of Pentacles, persistence. The Eight of Pentacles, improvement. The Nine of Pentacles, appreciation. The Ten of Pentacles, legacy, right? What are we leaving behind, right? So let's look at the court cards. And again, we talked about they're not the page, knight, queen, and king. Instead, we have the seeker. We have the apprentice. We have the witch. And we have the sage. And one thing I didn't point out were the symbols here. You get the earth here. You get I like how the thought that really talks about each of the signs in terms of what they represent in terms of the element, like the water sign and the different energies that represent the different court cards as well. So I really like that that's shown here on these cards. So that's the pentacles. Let's go on to the swords. We have truth. Two of Swords, insight. That Three of Swords, revelation. That Four of Swords, respite. I know this card very well. The Five of Swords, conflict. The Six of Swords, right? Progress. The Seven of Swords, distraction. The Eight of Swords, frustration. The Nine of Swords, anxiety. The Ten of Swords, collapse. And then again, we have the sage. Check that out. I'm loving the feminine looking illustrations in this deck. Loving, loving, loving. The witch and the sage. The sage is cute. The Sage of Swords, really cute, isn't he? Anyway, so let's go on to the cups, my friends. Ace of Cups, love. The Two of Cups, openness. Oops, let's go ahead there. The Three of Cups, support. A good time with our friends. That Four of Cups, processing. Yeah, I like that. That's a good way to think about it. Something of apathy or yeah, like I like that. Processing, taking a moment to just figure things out. This Five of Swords, grief. Six of Cups rather, connection. Seven of Cups, dream time, options. Eight of Cups, departure. This is the one I was thinking about in terms of the front of this, the back of the card, right? Nine of Cups, contentment. And we have the Ten of Cups, fulfillment. And then finally, we have the Seeker of Cups. Look at that. The Apprentice of Cups. Oh, I can see it all there. Oh, this is a beautiful one. This Witch of Cups, check that out. Check that out. And then we have the Sage of Cups, my friends. Check it out, check it out, check it out. So this is the Magical Self-Care Tarot created by Leah Vanderveldt and illustrated by Emma Taylor and published by CICO Books, my friends. Definitely check this deck out. I'm going to pull a couple of cards, shuffle, and we'll see what energies we're getting off of these cards today. And I'll actually use these cards in my reading. So we'll go from there. I know exactly who this deck is going to be perfect for. I have a good girlfriend, and she was just on a live that I did with FFA and Touch by Tarot, and she was saying that she needs a tarot deck. And so, sober_Saul_, I have the perfect deck for you, and I am going to be purchasing another copy and sending it to you. So if you watch this video, like it so I can know that I need to send it. Okay. We're going to do a past, present, future, mind, body, spirit, however you want to look at it, but it will be a 3-card spread. And so card one just fell out of there. I like that when the cards do that, when there's energy behind it. So this is past position or that mind. Okay. Second card. Oops. Okay. That's how I just bit the card slightly. And that's what I was talking about the cards. You know, be careful how you do that. Okay, my friends. We have. So we have 3 cards, my friends, and I'm excited, my friends. So the first card is the Wheel of Fortune. Isn't it interesting that this was the card I opened to the deck as the first card that flew out of it? Love when that happens. The second card in the present position is that 3 of Cups, support. Talked about that one. And the third card in the future position is the Sage of Swords, my friends. Do you see a pattern? And it's like I'm not doing this. This is just the energy that this card is giving off. That there's a lot of alignment. I'm going to enjoy this deck. And I might be pulling this off my shelf and use it for my own personal readings, my friends. But anyway, so looking at these cards, the Wheel of Fortune, the 3 of Cups, and the Sage, my friends, you know, there's always these changes that are happening in our lives. And there's those people that come in and they're there to help us kind of get through those things. And this reading is telling me to remind myself of who those individuals are, especially when I go through those difficult times, whether there's something in a relationship that ends, but there's those people that will support me. It's just all about those cycles and having the support when life throws its curveballs, which could be, you know, something coming down that we just don't want to hear. Anyway, my friends, that's what I'm getting more. I'll talk about it a little bit later. But anyway, thank you so much. It's a little bit longer, but hey, I'll see you later, my friends. Love you.